MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting quick chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Legends roar, the net comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the racers thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting great chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Drivers chase the checkered dream. Adrenaline flows like a rushing stream. The track's a stage, the crowd's a song. Every lap keeps pulling you along. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting great chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights of fierce delight. Track's alive like a racing heart. Here's the place where legends start. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting quick chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting quick chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Legends roar, the net comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the racers thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting great chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Drivers chase the checkered dream. Adrenaline flows like a rushing stream. The track's a stage, the crowd's a song. Every lap keeps pulling you along. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting great chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights of fierce delight. Track's alive like a racing heart. Here's the place where legends start. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting quick chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. MaxspeedTV full throttle run, broadcasting quick chat second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, are here tonight, day December the 9th of 2025. This regular season finale, the SERL Southern Excitement Racing League, season 1, round number 8. Shout out to First Racing out there. Triple threat throwdown here at Darlington, all by MaxspeedTV. Of course, if y'all can't tell by now, I know we've got some people out there watching. Not feeling it tonight, but I am here. A lot has been going on the past week. Before we get into that, I know I've already stated some stuff in chat. We'll get more on that here in just a bit. We're going to first run down, of course, our pre-race analytics here tonight. Of course, shout out to Darren's Detail and Shine, our stage sponsor, coming into the Darren. A big shout out to all of y'all out there sponsoring the stages here this season. So I do believe I do have this right here. So I got the pre-race analytics up here. Air temp of 85, track temp of 97. Track temp is a little warm. It was 100. I came into the lobby, but it has dropped down some, but it's still definitely slick out there for these drivers. Now this is also a throwback, so I've seen a lot of these drivers out here tonight that have throwbacks. You know, past NASCAR drivers, probably already seen Quentin out there with his number 5. So a lot of great throwbacks out there. Now 135 laps here. They've done 185 miles, I do believe. Now tires, I did have that on here. They do get 5 sets of tires. That does include the set they start with, and fuel is going to be somewhere between 50 laps here tonight. They will be short stage, as our stage here tonight is going to be at the completion of lap 55. Caution stage, they will direct run it and get into the race. Now pit road here at Darlington is 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of, I believe, 60 from what I've seen earlier. So it is a pretty good pace speed here. So hopefully this is going to be a pretty good race. We do have about 13 out there here tonight. It looks like first gear out there. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you out there, man. I do appreciate it. It's been rough. Now tonight, of course, before the race starts, in honor of Dakota's mom, as well as mine and my brother's mom, they will be throwing a lap. When they roll out from pit road, they will throw the caution to extend the pace lap before the race starts in honor of Dakota, myself, and brother. So we will be going. We'll get started a lap late, but not a big deal. So it's been rough. It really has, folks. It's not easy. So, but I'm here, and we'll get through it together. But we're gonna go ahead and step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying here at Darlington will be underway. Come back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV. TV.
Max.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying just getting underway here. No laps as of yet. You have several drivers that are out there. Looks like Colby, Jensen, Rattel, Sutherland, Prentice, Tatro was out there. Like he had a little boo-boo out on the track there. Tarleton is at the exit of pit road. And Michaelis back, just rolling off as well. Like Heaney, Heath, Giglio, Ashley Osborne. Have yet to come out. I do want to let everybody know too, or prayers going out to John Osborne's family as well. Remember in y'all's prayers. I won't go through the details yet, but so we are just waiting on qualifying here. Like right now, Isaiah Sutherland up at the top spot. Prentice in second. Dakota just going into third. Kyle Heath out on the track here. Looks like all right, so it looks like on lap 66 and 67, we'll come back on 68. We're going to go moment of silence for my mom. I don't know exactly how old Dakota's mom was. If I had that information, I would do that for Dakota as well, but not have that info. Quentin Clark up at the top spot here with a 29.913. Blake Giglio. Now, I haven't really talked about Blake. Kyle Heath going to the top. 29.878. Good lap for Kyle. Blake Giglio, though, is our points leader coming into the regular season finale. More than likely will be our regular season champion. Now, that's just the regular season. That is not the season total season 1 champion. But it looks like he will be able to hold on to that. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch him. I don't have that in front of me. There's a lot been going on, so it looks like Kyle Heath is going to hold on to the top spot here. John Osborne out on the track. He's got about 15 seconds roughly. Hey, Eric, how you doing, bud? That lap, that is going to be it. Kyle Heath going to grab the pole out here tonight. Congratulations to Kyle Heath on the pole. He is not in Discord. Cannot talk to, but congratulations to Kyle. All right, let's go ahead. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, my brother's in here too. He's watching. We're going to go ahead and go through our grid here. Like I said, they're going to be doing that they're going to be doing that that lap here to extend the first start of the race. But we'll go ahead and grid them up here tonight with Kyle Heath grabbing the pole out here tonight. Again, congratulations to Kyle on pole with a 29.878. Blake Giglio going to start on the outside of him in second. Quentin Clark third. Isaiah fourth. Matthew fifth. Dakota sixth. Aiden Tatro seventh. Patrick Colby in eighth. Eric Jensen ninth. And Andrew Rattel 10th. Zach Michaelis at 11th. Shay Tarleton 12th. John Osborne 13th. Jason Heaney 14th. Chad Ashley round out our 15-car field here tonight. So 15 drivers here, folks. Not the biggest field we've seen, but okay, so it looks like we're going to be $66 to $70. 66, 69. We'll get it right in a minute. All right. They may have to. There's Dakota. Thank you, everybody out there. Dakota leading the way here tonight in honor of his family, his mom, me and my brother and our family and our mom. And y'all can't tell, I'm getting a little choked up here. I told everybody I probably would. We'll have a few laps of silence here later on. All right, Dakota pulling it back. Thank you, everybody out there. All right, well, let's get this underway here tonight, folks. Okay. 66 to 70 here tonight. Come back on lap 70 is what we'll do. So here we go. Pace truck leading the way. Kyle in control once the pace car dives off to the safety of pit road here tonight. Get them going here at Darlington. First Gear Racing regular season finale here tonight at Darlington, SERL. A big shout out to everybody tuning in here tonight. Been a rough year for everybody, Eric. You know exactly what we're going through then. All righty, pace truck down to the safety of pit road and into that start zone for the first time here tonight at Darlington here this evening. Here we go, folks. Green flag is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We are regular season racing here tonight at Darlington. Man. Hate hearing that. It's been rough. It's been a rough year on everybody, it seems like. It looks like we've got 14 drivers that have started the race here. We had 15 in the lobby. Somebody else didn't start. Only 135 laps here tonight. Oh my gosh, Steven. Man. I think we all need to get together and just have a big old pout. Hey, it helped. It helped. Somewhat. Helped a lot, but it helped somewhat. All right. Well, Kyle leading the way here. He's led the first 3 laps here. Isaiah now just coming around Blake Giglio for second. Quentin close to the back end of Blake. Dakota right on the tail of the number 5. Matthew Parentis, Patrick Colby in the 87. Man, a lot of good looking throwbacks out here tonight. Throw your favorite throwback paint out here this evening. We'll try to get a look at them as we continue on. If they're running a throwback, some of them may not be, but I do know the number 11 of Aiden. No, 65 of Prentice into the wall. He's into the wall again. Oh, save it. Number 11 of Aiden, Bill Elliott. That's what I was going to say is Aiden's running a Bill Elliott throwback. Good save by everybody. Kyle still leading the way here. It looks like Shriek out there on the 94. That would be Shay Tarleton. Still got to put the lights on to Christmas. Can I vote for the number 9? Yes, you can vote for the number 9. That is Jason Heaney. So go ahead and throw your votes out there, and I will go ahead and I'll write them down. So number 9 has 1 for now. I'll go ahead and just write them down here, and we'll keep tabs on them. Like Jason Heaney coming around the 99 of Eric Jensen, John Osborne just hanging out. Kyle still rolling. Not putting no tree up. I'm not feeling it. I'll put it upside down and hang it up outside on another tree. It'll be my Christmas tree. Not feeling it. Aiden Tatro holding on. These everybody pretty much in a single file line. While they're just kind of hanging out back here. Kyle, a little over a second lead. All right, we got another one for the number 9. That's number 2. Another one for Heaney. So there's Kyle running the Auburn Tigers 13. Isaiah is running a Jeff Gordon style throwback. I don't know what Blake's running. But then we've got, of course, the Kellogg's Corn Flakes kind of sort of paint of the number 5 of Quentin. Dakota Camper. I do believe that is kind of a AC Delco style Dale Earnhardt paint back in the day. Patrick Colby in a Band-Aid 87. Of course, Bill Elliott's Budweiser. Matthew Prentice just hitting the wall there. Blizzard 65, the 44 of Zach Michaelis. In a side-by-side ahead of Zach, and the 11 of Aiden slapping the wall again. Andrew Rattel and an Interstate Batteries style paint. One of the Labonte brothers, who my memory serves me correct. Bobby Labonte, or was that Terry? One of the two. Andrew Rattel, Superflow 94. Of course, Jason Heaney in the Coors. Eric Jensen rolling the 99. I got your vote there, Steven. Another Kellogg's paint. John Osborne back here in the Surge 81. So you do have a paint for Darrell Waltrip. Have a vote for the number 5 here. Yeah, that cork paint's pretty sweet as well. Yeah, right. Crazy enough, bub, we do not have a number 6 out here. Everybody single file back there. We're going to get up here to Isaiah, Blake, Quentin, Dakota, and Patrick. This is kind of where they're still kind of bunched up together here tonight. He actually started, though, bub, in the Valvoline car. Wow, bub, that's a little bit too far there. Yeah, Brendan, yeah, that's Isaiah running a Jeff Gordon paint. Blake's right on his tail, too. First round of pit stops, somewhere between the 40 and 50 mark. Somewhere in that neighborhood. EDO Tatro falling backwards. The tail end of the field. Must have got loose. Went toward the back. And Kyle's got company. Isaiah tail end out of the inside of the 13. Oh. Up just a little bit, was able to hang on to it, not get into the 13. Good job by Isaiah. Kyle's going to lead another lap. This is, I think, one of Kyle's favorite tracks is Darlington. Of course, we know green flag pit stops. They're going to change some things. We can get to that, which I think we can. These guys have got it well under control here. They are kind of still stacked up around Isaiah, Quentin, Blake, Dakota. Kind of right there together. Keep an eye on it. I'm still here, folks. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. The only reason I'd leave is my computer decided to shut off, which let's hope that don't happen. Oh, Blake. A little squirrely there behind Isaiah. Lap number 20 here, or 20, there it went, finally updated. Lap 22 of 135, lap 22 of the 55, 56, stage, sponsored by Barron's detail and shine. Big shout out to, again, Darren's detail. Oh, Isaiah hitting the wall, losing a couple of spots. One to Blake, one to Quinn. Falling back to Al. Now right where he started, so he didn't fall back terribly. But far enough. He's right there where he initially started the race at here tonight. Dakota up a spot into 5th. Dakota looking to go to the inside of the turn. Down in. That's turn. Oh, that would be turn 4. Turn 3. Now on the front stretch. So he did make the pass over Isaiah. Now down into turn. Get it right in a minute. Right. Big shout out to First Gear Racing out there, sponsoring tonight's race finale. We were supposed to have it last week, and well, we kind of know what happened there. Ended a week. Doing it tonight. So I don't know exactly how that. I think that's going to throw the weeks off. The week off a week of the upcoming events, but I don't think that, you know, gonna upset too many people. The number 3 Dakota, yeah, that is kind of like a AC Delco style, Brendan. The old AC Delco style paint. Now it's not AC Delco, but it's in that style. It's yes, I know. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. Let's get a look at that for you, Brendan. Talking about it. It's the Unchained Motorcycle Ministries, but it's a AC Delco style paint. There's Dakota's, of course. Kyle, like I said, running the Auburn University. There is Blake's. There's Quentin, Bon Fire, Groovy Divine. Style paint. We was just looking at Dakota's. There's the Jeff Gordon style for Isaiah, the Band-Aid for Patrick, Zach Michaelis, and the Sim 44. Racing Rat, that's what I was talking about. Number 19, Andrew Rattel, the 65 Blizzard Flavor Treat. That's pretty cool. Dairy Queen, I like that. Looks cold. In a good way, not in a bad way. The Surge Movement, the 81 of John Osborne. That is a slick paint, just because of what it is. There's the Coors number 9 machine for Heaney, Shea Tarleton, and the Superflow Motor Oil. Kellogg's Cornflakes, 99. That's a real good one. I like that one. Eric Jensen running that one. And Aiden Tatro in the 11 Budweiser paint. Getting a closer looks at them. Lap number 30 here, folks. Everybody's starting to get a little more spread out. Tires starting to kind of fall off a bit. They got to get to their first round of pit stops. Will be around the 40 to 50 mark, somewhere around in there. So we're about 9, 10, 11 laps shy of that window to open. Got 2 votes for number 9, 1 vote for number 5. I'll give everybody 1 vote myself, because that's just the way I do things. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, we've got 14 people out there watching, but we only have 4 likes. Get that like button a little bit here, folks. Appreciate everybody out there tuning in. Some of y'all probably can't hit it because if you was watching on TV. So Eric's going to go for the number 9. That's going to be 9. The Interstate Batteries car. Yes, I can. Let me see if I can find that car. That would be John. No. That would be Andrew Rattel in the number 19 Interstate Batteries style paint. It's racing wrap paints, but it's the Interstate Battery style, which is a pretty slick paint, like it. All right, Dick Rattel voting number 19. That would be a vote for Andrew. Like I said, I gave everybody 1 vote, so they just add a vote to everybody's. The Surge, yeah, that Surge paint looks sweet too, doesn't it? Yeah, that's Mr. Osborne back here. Looks like the old Flat. Now I'm really showing some of my age here, but the Splat that y'all remember growing up, getting that stuff, that's kind of what that reminds me of, but it's Surge, it's the drink. Yeah, that is Bobby Labonte, yeah, that's Bobby Labonte. I knew it was one of the Labonte brothers. Okay, yeah, it's Terry. Yeah, Terry and Bobby. Yep, Bobby and Terry. Yeah. And it looks like Isaiah just got up here. Oh, he got around Dakota, and then Isaiah hit the wall. So making the pass did not help. Now he is going to surge around the number 3. Again. But about 3 or 4 laps, the window will officially start to open for fuel. I would assume they will come down under green flag conditions and take tires. Darlington does use up tires. I had a pretty good understanding of what Darlington looks like. Kind of a Flint view doesn't really show it, but it looks like an egg. That one side of it is squished just a little more than the other side. The turns are rough. If you don't hit the entry point right, definitely upset the car for sure. I've raced this track many times myself. Now, I know he's out there, and I haven't done it here tonight, but I should have done it at the beginning of tonight's broadcast. But I would like to give a big shout-out to Stephen Lane out there for jumping in Saturday for the start of the OP Super Speedway Series season. Jumping in and starting that, getting that broadcast off and away, and the season started. So, Steven, a big shout out to you there, brother. I appreciate it. So, windows open. It looks like Aiden Tatro's had enough. He's down pit road here. First one electing to come down. He says, nope, I am tired of the tires. I am coming down. They drove the DuPont. I don't know why I said DuPont. DuPont paint truck. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I did not know that. All right, Zach Oh, Zach having problems. No yellow either. Like a single car here is a MaxspeedTV blind. It looks like he locked it down right hard into the inside wall technically off the racing surface. No yellow. Heavy damage to Zach Michaelis. Definitely will have to use his one and only fast repair here tonight. Kyle Heath comes down pit road. Quentin Clark, Isaiah Sutherland. Here comes Prentice down pit road. Looks like Eric Jensen going to follow the safety of pit road here tonight. Couple more going to stay out. Shea Tarleton, like Jason Heaney possibly. He's only been out here. Jason's been out here 10 laps, so he is already pitted. Here comes Blake Giglio down pit road. Dakota Camper staying out. Andrew Bell also staying out. John Osborne. And Shea Tarleton, it looks like is going to come down now. We've only got 3 drivers now that need to pit. That's Dakota, Andrew, and John, the top 3. Everybody else is already pitted or is pitting. Western, I remember the Western Auto car. Terry Labonte's throwback, not DW. I don't know who said DW. I think I did. Yeah, there's a Coors car. The number 9. Jason Heaney in the Coors. Yep, right there. Oh, you did. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the number 9 Coors machine. Jason Heaney. Does look like Andrew and John did come down pit road. Shea's coming back out. Dakota is down also to the safety of pit road. That will, if he gets back around, which I would imagine he will, that'll give the lead back up to Kyle Heath here tonight. He played 1 laps of the 47 here. The 6 completed on lap 47 now. I don't really know I know Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt, and a few others, but it comes to others, I don't know much about paints. You know, paints doesn't make the car go fast. You know. Oh, you was looking them up. Oh, you over there cheating. Yeah. You cheating. I see how it is. All right, remember, stage sponsored by Aaron's Phil and Shine. Coming up here in roughly 8 laps. Remember, lap 55, white flag. When they complete it, that will be the stage. No caution will be thrown. You ain't cheating. If you ain't cheating, yeah. Right. Got to keep me on my toes. Appreciate everybody out there. I really do. John Osborne. It looks like everybody made it back out. We do have a couple of drivers that are, well, let's see. Shea's 1 lap down and Aiden's 2 laps down. Eric is the last driver on the lead lap. But all it takes is, you know, 1 magic moment, and Jay will be back on the lead lap. It wouldn't take much for Aiden to get back on the lead lap either, honestly, being only 2 laps down. Yeah, under the circumstances, for sure. Cold trickle. Okay, cold trickle. That uh, that would be Dick's son, correct? Dick Trickle's son. Are they brothers? Oh, Cold Trickle, Dick Trickle, Days of Thunder. Okay, okay. Tom Cruise. Okay, yeah, Days of Thunder. Yeah, yeah. I actually have that. I actually watched that for the first time this year, toward the beginning of the year. I think it was right after my heart attack. I watched it. No, it was actually last year. It was before my heart attack. Excuse me. And I watched it. Never had seen it. Yeah, never had seen it. Well, Kyle Heath, about a second and a half ahead of Quentin Clark now. Blake Giglio third, Jason Heaney fourth, Isaiah fifth, Colby sixth, Camper seventh, Rattel eighth, Osborne ninth, Michaelis 10th. Prentice 11th, Jensen 12th, Tarleton 13th, Tatro 14th. Rounding out the field, everybody pretty much spread out anywhere between a second, about 3 seconds between each of them. Biggest gap that I'm seeing at the moment is fourth to third and 8th to 7th. The biggest gap, well, the bigger gap is 12th to 11th. That's about 9 seconds. But everybody on kind of different strategies right at the moment. Alrighty, folks. Well, next time by will be the white flag for our stage here. And right now, Kyle doing a very good job of hanging on to that top spot. And as he hits the line, white flag in the air. One more time around for the stage here tonight. Remember, our stage, a big shout out there to them. Darren's Detail and Shine. As Kyle cracks it down into turns 3, and he'll be coming out of full momentarily. Our stage winner here tonight is going to be Kyle Heath. Kyle, congratulations on the stage win here tonight. Awesome run here early on. Darren's Detail and Shine, a big shout out again to y'all. Stages are done here this evening. Kyle, Quentin, Blake, Isaiah. I think Jason was actually 5th, but under the circumstances here, it looks like Patrick did get around Mr. Heaney there at 5th spot. Brendan, OP actually started back Saturday, this past Saturday. We'll be back with them this Saturday night. The next season for SERL, I don't know when they're going to start back up after their season is completed. Tonight is just the regular season finale. We still have 4 races in the race format, or the playoff format, I should say, before their season is their whole season is complete. I don't know the exact time when they're going to come back. More than likely, I will be back with them, hopefully. I love what I'm seeing with these guys. Yeah, they've had their fair share of moments on the track. They've had, some races with some hiccups, but nothing that they didn't get under control really quickly. Guys, yeah, they don't have the biggest field, but it doesn't take the biggest fields to put on awesome races. These guys have showed it. 15 of you out there right now tuning in here tonight. 7 likes. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. You shy from 10. I do appreciate everybody hitting that like button here this evening. Colby coming around Isaiah for 4th. Isaiah back a spot from where he started. He was up the highest into 2nd here tonight. And I think right now they're just kind of buying their time. They still know there's still have laps left here. Getting closer and closer to that. Several laps of silence here tonight. Starting at lap 66. We'll run it all the way to the end of 69 and come back to 70. There won't be any talking or anything. The only sounds you will hear is the cars. Yep, Michael Annette, I seen that. Braden out there, definitely seen that. Oh, the 5. Quentin getting into the wall. Tried to get around to Kyle. He did, but wasn't able to make it stick. A battle for the lead up here, though. Coming to lap 64 here. Kyle's led 58 laps. I have not read anything on it. Lap number 64, the 13 is going to hold on to that, but Clinton right there. And he didn't make the same mistake he made the last time. Able to hang on to it, not get into the wall. He did make the pass. Like Quentin Clark going to lead his first lap here tonight. Making lap number 65, and he will do just that. Alrighty, folks, next time by, we'll be going silent. Several laps. 66 to start of 70 here tonight. In honor of my mom and Coda's mom, and we'll be here. We'll not be talking. Down into 3 evening. Looking like he's going to lead another lap, and he'll do just that. Alrighty, folks. Silence. Alrighty, folks, are back. Lapse of silence there. Like I said, in honor of Dakota's mom and family. Our mom, family. Still got some racing to do. Thank you all again for the thoughts and prayers out there all across. Still got some racing to do here tonight, though, as Quentin leading the way here. That's 7 laps to his name right now, with Kyle right on his tail. Blake in third at about 3.5 seconds back and behind Kyle. Patrick at about 5.5 or 6 seconds behind Blake. Dakota Camper right there at about 3 tenths behind Patrick. Dakota setting in 5th. Isaiah 6th, about 1/2 tenths to 3 tenths of a second. Close drivers right here. Patrick, Dakota, and Isaiah pretty together. About the closest battle I'm seeing right now, other than Kyle, second. All right, lap 70. Kyle still pressure on like 7, 3, and 20. Patrick, Dakota, Isaiah still together, 4th, 5th, and watch this battle here. Stay on Dakota because he can all 3. Drive it for a while, but then probably, and then that's true. Probably release it at some point. Like Shade Tarleton, Eric Jensen. That was a battle back here, even though they are a lap down. They are still battling positions. They just went up into 11th. Eric back to 12th. Jason Heaney is right behind the number 5. Now, Jason, he is laps down, but he is right behind the leader, Mark. Kyle is right there in 2nd as Jason Heaney comes around the 5. Jason, that is why Jason came down pit road about 7 laps ago. That would be the fine. And out here now, roughly at about 32 laps peak, so getting closer to that round of green flag pit stops. Here comes Zach Michaelis down pit. Well as John Osborne. So pitting now at lap 77, they can go 45 laps. That'll put them at about lap 122. when they would have to come down again. They pit, let's say on lap 85, they can go 45 laps. That'll put them at about lap 130-ish. And that's just rough estimate. It could be a little more, less, depending on exactly how far they can go. We don't know the exact number, as Matthew does track down pit. No, it doesn't. Braden, cancer doesn't have an age. Death doesn't have an age. I've said that since my heart attack back in February. Heart attack, it doesn't have an age. There's a lot of things that age doesn't matter. Oh, and it stinks. It does. But life as, yeah, I think I just meant to come back out. Yep, there he is. So, Quentin Clark, Kyle Heath, they have been out here both 4 laps. I don't know exactly how far they can go, but if they can go 5 more, that'll be around lap 88. So 88, and say you can go for that'll put them at about lap 133. I don't know if they can stave a couple of laps. It's gonna be tough. And Zach Michaelis, on fresher tires. Zach's gonna try to come around Quentin Clark here and Kyle Heath. And Zach's gonna go to the outside of the 13. That is not full position, but Zach trying to get at least one of his laps back here. Trying to figure out what the number 5's doing. And it looks like the 5, he got out of the way. He shot down to the apron. He's coming down pit road, as well as Kyle Heath gonna go ahead and come down as well. About 4 laps into this run. So about lap 86. But like Isaiah's coming down as well. Yeah, that'll change, I think, Eric, here in just a minute once cycling pit stops here. So things are starting to kind of on with Colby. Oh, I think did Colby run out of fuel Oh no, I think Colby ran out of fuel. The Band-Aid car is out of fuel, folks, on the front stretch. No yellow. He tows it to pit road. Oh no. I do believe that is what happened to Patrick Colby. Let's see here if that's what happened. I believe that might have been the case. Oh no, and I think he was trying to get down pit road too and was unable to do it. No. No. Out of fuel. Blake down pit road. Dakota Camper staying out. He's been out here now 5 laps. Blake was out there, looks like 4 laps. Yeah, 40 laps. So we know they can go 6 with saving. I would assume. Dakota Camper, 5 laps. He is coming down now. 91. Yo, Dakota will have enough fuel to make it from here. I do believe he might have to save a lap, but I believe Dakota will have enough to make it. I don't know about the rest of the drivers. It will be close. I do believe Dakota will have enough to get to the end under regulation here tonight. Al Heath has led laps. Make it 61. That lap. Ow. Yeah, it makes it interesting, Eric. It really does, especially when it comes down to who has to save, who can save, and who's gonna get left out in to dry there. It looks like Aiden and Eric. Like Eric got damage front end of his car. Aiden is on pit road. Been on pit road for minutes here in his pit box over minutes. Yeah, some know how to save, others don't. Usually the way it works, if you're saving fuel, you're saving tires. So if you've got to save both, that's the best way to do it. But if you don't know how to do either one, you can save tires and still burn up fuel, and vice versa. But 9 times out of 10, if you're saving fuel, you're saving tires. Yep, some can, some can't. Yep. Yep, it works hand in hand, you know, together. Lap 97, lap 98 here, 65 laps for Kyle Heath. I didn't know if Kyle was going to make it. That he wasn't. And he made it. I would assume if he does come out victorious, I won't be able to talk to him. But we can always hope, right? Lap number 99. 10 drivers on the lead lap. Kyle leading the way. And in second, John third, Zach fourth, Blake fifth, Jason sixth, Dakota seventh, sixth. Taking the pass over Jason Heaney here. So that's going to put Camper up to sixth, Jason seventh, Isaiah at eighth, Prentice ninth. Andrew Rattel going to round out our top 10 here. Jay Tarleton at 11th, Patrick Colby 12th, Eric 13th, and unfortunately, Aiden Tatro has taken his car behind the wall here tonight. Has officially retired this. And he had a meatball and no fast repair. So that would do it. Man, tough break. Definitely going interesting to see who can save and who can't. Rest of the way here tonight. Got enough fuel to go the distance. Gonna run out. Like the 94 of Shea Tarleton looking to go another lap down here as Kyle Heath does manage to get around him. So that's going to put Shea another lap down. Andrew Rattel still looking to trying to stay on the lead lap. Blake Giglio, Zach Michaelis, very quick battle between them two. I'm talking, it was so quick. By the time I got up here to look at it, it was over with. Blake's been out here 11 laps. Dakota's been out here 10. Those two alongside, let's see here, that's alongside Shea Tarleton, as well as Andrew Rattel. They've been out here 11, 12 laps. Kyle Heath, Quentin Clark, 1 and 2, has been out here 17 laps. I think tires probably could play a factor here too, Eric. Really do. Fuel and tires. Welcome to Darlington. All right, well, they're coming up on, let's see here, that is the 65. Matthew Prentice got passed by Kyle Heath there to put him a lap down. Looks like we've now got 8 drivers on the lead lap. Andrew's still hanging on, but here's the leader right there, Kyle Heath. Leading the way here. I don't know. I don't think things will change much. Oh, here comes John Osborne. Zach Michaelis down pit road. Interesting. They have, let's see, John's been out here 28 laps, 28 for Zach. probably don't think they can make it. I think Dakota will be able to. See here. I think Dakota and Blake possibly. I know Dakota probably can, but it's gonna be close, closer than you think for everybody else. How much they're saving. Alrighty, Steven. Nah, bud. Thank you again for everything, man. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Much love to you too, buddy. Apprentice coming off pit road here. Kind of seeing here where, if and when anybody else pits. Well, our upcoming races here tonight. Our big shout out to First Gear Racing out there sponsoring tonight's race. Again, a big shout out to y'all. Y'all do over here at SERL. Big shout out to Darren's Detail and Shine coming on board sponsoring this season's stages. We appreciate it. Our schedule. There is our schedule. It is off a week, but we are at Darlington. We'll start at Talladega and North Wilkesboro. Got not Darlington, and we'll start at Dago, North Wilkesboro, Nashville, Homestead. Those are our 4 races in case. Be off with the week of 3rd, come back on the 30th. See how everything works out. But here comes Kyle Heath down pit road. He cannot make it, it looks like. Gave the lead back up to Quentin Clark here. Been out here 20 laps. Blake has been out here 20. Dakota 20. Let's see here. Blake 21, Dakota 20. Cal on pit road. I don't believe though Quentin will be able to go the distance, but 7-stint run here. Got about 20 laps roughly. It'll be about 9-lap run for, and I doubt that will be possible. Unless he saved about 4 to 5 laps of fuel. Gonna be close, but I doubt it. Then again, he could fool me. Dakota has only been out here 22 laps, so that'll put him at about 2. So, yeah, I think Dakota will be able to make it. Dakota will probably be able to make it. Blake, Andrew, Rattel. I think those are the ones that will be okay. I don't know if Quentin will be able. We got 20, come to 20 to go here. That's going to be about 5 laps. So he might be able to go. Been out here 30. Yeah, he can't make it. 45 laps, I think, will be okay for Blake. 54 for Dakota. I think them two will be okay, but man, Quentin, 30 laps here. 30. Yeah, I just don't see it. I really don't. And if Quentin makes it to the end on the fuel, which I did have at 40 to 50 laps, if it is 50, then he'd be okay. If it's not, then it's going to be rough. But what are you thinking here, Eric? Do you think Quentin can make it? He has been out here now 32 laps. Got 18 to go. I don't think he could save enough fuel to go that far. A 50-lap run. If he can go 50 laps, then yeah, but I don't think they can go 50 laps. We've seen everybody pit between lap 40 to 47. So we'll see if he does. If he does, man, oh my gosh. Looks like Kyle Heath trying to work his way back up toward the front here. Been out here now. He has the fresher tires. All he's got to do is get around Dakota, Blake, and Quentin. That would put Kyle back up into the lead. He's got 16 laps. Well, now 15 laps to do it. 15.5 seconds behind Dakota, though. It's going to be close, I think. Let's see here. And it could be. It could be that he's hoping for yellow. If that does happen, that will definitely change everything, because I believe everybody will come down pit road at that point. I don't think anybody will stay out. I even think Kyle, if a yellow was to come out, I even think Kyle would come back down, honestly. I don't think he would stay out. But then again, it also depends on how late that yellow does come out, because if it comes out within that frame for a green, white, checkered attempt, man, I don't know if you come down. Track position is so important. You pretty much have to stay out if you've got the fuel to, go. But, man, there's a lot of things that play a factor into that. Yeah. If it's within that window for a GWC, you got to stay out if you can. At least two. Oh, I don't know if I'd take 2 tires here. Man, I don't know if I'd take 2 tires here. If you do, right sides, definitely. 12 laps to go here tonight. Quentin still leading the way. He's been out here 38 laps. Blake has been out here 33, 32 for Dakota. That's the top 3. Kyle Heath, of course, did pit earlier at about 12 laps ago. Made his way back up into the 4th spot. He has eaten the time up on Dakota, but he's going to have to definitely hammered down here, and so we are setting at 11 to go. 10 to go here coming up. This time by, I do think Dakota though can make it, and I think Blake. It'll be close, but I think he'll be able to make it. He'll be about a lap to the good, I think. Blake probably saved a little bit at the start just to make sure. But I think Kyle, I mean, if I was Kyle, I'd have done the same thing. I would have come down pit road too. Yeah, I do too. It has. It really has. All over a second. Over a second, definitely. Almost 2 seconds. Yeah, almost 2 seconds. Yep. Blake. He gains some ground on Quentin, and then he loses it. But man, if Quentin goes, and he is not going to be able to go, he is going to have to come down pit road, and I believe he is going to get a black flag here going around the cone. No, he did not. Okay, interesting. All right. So Blake is our new leader here. Of course, he has led 7 laps. Yeah, he couldn't make it. He could not make it. Blake, Dakota, Kyle, top 3. I do believe all 3 of these drivers will be able to make it to the end. Now, Quentin come around that orange cone, but it did not issue him a black flag, so I guess that was okay. Interesting that it didn't do that, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know what Quentin. I think Quentin's. Oh, I think he got held. He did. Been in his box 36 seconds. He got held, so it did give him a black flag, or it did something. I think it did. Oh, he is coming back out. 46.1 second pit box. So yeah, I believe it black flagged him. Just didn't see it on the ATVO timing screen, which is what we do. Not a good time for a coffee. Nope. Not a good time for. I got my coffee right here. So. Well, we are within a window. We are within the window of a GWC attempt if they do so happen to end up using one. I don't foresee that happening, but. Like this is probably how we're going to end it here. Laps to go. Get the 2 to go here coming to the line. Got Blake, Dakota, Kyle, top 3. Andrew is in 4th. Isaiah 5th. John 6th. Zach 7th. Jason 8th. Quentin 9th. Shay 10th. Patrick 11th. Eric in 12th. Prentice and Tatro have taken their cars behind the wall. They are done. Next time by will be the 1 to go here tonight for the SERL Southern Excitement Racing League Season 1, round number 8. Sponsored by First Gear Racing, Triple Threat Throwdown, regular season finale here at Darlington. Coming around turn number 4 across the stripe. Yo yellow, white flag in the air. One more time around, folks. Here we go. One more time around, Blake. 45 lap run here at the end of the race. Gonna pull it out here tonight and win it here tonight at Darlington. Congratulations to Blake on the win. Dakota Camper gonna finish in second. Al Heath is gonna come home in third. Congratulations, top 3 here tonight. Andrew Rattel will finish here in 4th. Isaiah coming around will be in 5th. Like I said, our top 3, Blake, Dakota, and Kyle. We will get our top 3 up here tonight for the MaxspeedTV TV post-race show here this evening as Blake burns it up on the front stretch here tonight again. Congratulations to Blake on the win. So hang tight, folks. We will be right back on MaxspeedTV TV. Alrighty, folks, we are back. We have caught up with our top 2 here tonight. I do want to give a big shout out to Kyle Heath out there grabbing 3rd place here this evening. So big shout out to Kyle on a 3rd place finish. We're going to go ahead and pull our P2 finisher here tonight, the number 3 Unchained Machine. Kind of an AC Delco throwback out there here tonight, Dakota. I like the paint, but that is, it looks like it's a motorcycle thing out there. Motorcycle mini, I could see. But man, awesome job out here tonight, P2. It really come down to, I would say, who had the fuel to make it here at the end, because it was pretty close. But awesome job on second. I know your arm's hurt, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, Blake just had me on the speed. Probably the first run, I've probably saved a little too much and really killed myself getting into the pit lane. Ran out of fuel and really lost a lot of time. And I ran him back down and got to within a second, but he just had too much for me because I'd killed my tires by the time I got to him. But yeah, arms are killing me. Full Darlington race with no cautions. That was pretty fun. Yeah, Unchained Motorcycle Ministry. That's where I'm at our church. We have that, so it's always good to have them on the car.
Well, I gotta say, it was a great race. I know me and you especially not 100% here tonight, but you ran out here, you drove your heart out, man. Good finish. Of course, this was the regular season finale. Which now there's only 4 races left.
Yeah, well, we're locked into the field, so we're hoping to have a good run. The way this triple threat works, we're going to have all 3 cars run in this final 4 race stint, and 2 of those are going to be this Xfinity car. So I feel good with how we ran today. That hopefully this Xfinity car in the chase maybe will make some noise.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, awesome job out here tonight, man. Again, thoughts and prayers to you after what y'all went through. From somebody who same thing. You know, it's rough. We'll all get through it together, man. Awesome finish out here tonight. I know you've got a few, you know, final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go. You know, celebrate your P2 out here tonight the best way you can.
Yeah, I've been racing this whole season, and I've had some good finishes, and we're in the chase. But we finally got an interview, first time this season. And but my mom, she watched every race this season. I lost her just a week ago, and I'm just thankful for the time I got to have with her. She always considered. She said she was my crew chief, so I miss her terribly, and you know, my heart goes out to you and your brother, and maybe John, depending on what goes on with his situation. But just thanks to Unchained, the Gathering Place Church, my dad who watches every week. I know he's feeling it too. But yeah, to you guys, appreciate you guys for broadcasting this league, and I know y'all are going through it, and I just truly appreciate it, guys.
You know, hopefully we'll be coming back with you guys next season. Still got 4
Absolutely.
races to go before we even get to that. So, you know, but
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing more of you guys next season if everything works out, and you guys really, you know, showed me what y'all were capable of. Every week is a surprise. Like tonight, you know, there's a couple of boo-boos, but no yellows, and you know, that
Yeah.
just goes to show the caliber of driving that y'all drivers y'all have over here.
Oh yeah, at any given day, there's 10 to 12 drivers that could win the race. I mean, this is the most stacked league, and I know our driver count's down a little bit right now, but hopefully next season we'll get that up higher. But yeah, the talent for the top 10 to 15 drivers is just anybody could win any given week.
Yeah, they definitely can. You never know who's going to bring it home into victory lane for sure. So, Dakota, you know, again, congratulations, top 2, top 3 here tonight, in second. Again, thoughts and prayers with you and your family as y'all go through the rough times.
You too, brother.
And we will we'll see y'all next week. Now, while I got you up here real quick, I know, you know, it was pushed back a week from last week. So is that going to change the off week, or how's that going to work?
That we'll keep the off week right around Christmas, whatever it was.
Okay.
So it was December 23rd. Yeah, we'll race Talladega on the 16th, and then we'll keep the 23rd off.
Okay, so we'll have next week's race, and then we'll be off the following week.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll post that here in a minute.
Okay, all righty, buddy. Well, go celebrate
All righty.
P2, man. We will see you next week at Dega.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner, and I would assume our regular season champion, but I'm not going to congratulate him yet. Blake, awesome win out here tonight. We really didn't know, you know, who was going to win it. You know, Kyle Heath was on rails out here tonight. You showed up. Then, you know, we had several drivers that we were kind of thinking, all right, well, they could win it. They could win it. You know, they could. It's like Dakota said, you know, the caliber of racing, like I said, and, you know, 10, 15 drivers out here that you just don't know who's going to win. You don't know. And, you know, like tonight, man, you started in second. Then you fell back a little bit. We got to ask you again. It seems like I ask you this same question every week, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Was that a design thing again? You just decided to go ahead and fall back, kind of ride, see how things played out?
Yeah, for sure. I think I tried saving my tire a little early. I got caught racing there with Isaiah, and I think I burned off what I saved early. And then I realized, you know, to make it on one less stop, we just had to save fuel. So I think I had the speed to run up front with those guys and race with them, but I knew that, you know, to win the race, you know, well, let's rewind. I wanted to win the stage, but I knew that if I couldn't win the stage, I could at least save and win the race. So I thought that was more important, especially trying to build those points here for the playoffs coming up.
Yeah, and you know, of course, that starts next week. But before we get into that, you know, the final race of the regular season, you're trying to, like you said, trying to maximize the amount of points going into that first race, because even though the points kind of reset. Y'all do have bonus points or points added to it going into that. Correct?
For sure. And I think, yeah, for sure. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's one for every win and then one for every stage win. I'm not 100% sure. I just race. I don't know. I don't pay attention to it. So
You just race. You don't
all I know is
care.
if you win all the time, you're gonna win the championship. So that's just if you keep winning,
Yeah.
you're gonna win.
So if somebody comes in and wins every single race in the regular season, they don't have to win the championship. Or they don't have to win every race in the championship. Show up.
Really, yeah, show up and just get get second place, third place, and I think you'll be okay. But I think this playoff, is gonna be interesting. I think keeping it clean is gonna be big for I think me especially because I know I'm going in there with a little bit of a point lead, so it opens up our door a little bit compared to the other people that have less points. So we'll see. Looking forward to the challenge and hoping we can win the championship as well.
Talladega, man, next week starting things off. Talladega Super Speedway racing is a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. It's all about being in the right spot at the right time and not in the wrong place at the wrong time. How do you feel about Dega?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those races, like you said, keep your nose clean, try to maximize your night the best you can there. If you can survive Talladega, I think you're able to control your destiny for the most part the rest of the year. So I'm very grateful to have the point lead going into Talladega, and looking forward to seeing if we can get a win there.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job on the win out here tonight at Darlington. It was Kyle. I mean, he was up front. Most of the race out here tonight. It was it kind of bit him there at the end, but hey, still a third place for him. I think it's going to be close, a lot closer than people think going into Dega.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, really close as well.
All righty, buddy. Well, again, awesome win out here tonight. I know you got a few final thought shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate the victory, so Mike's yours.
Appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to you for broadcasting everything you do. I'm sorry for your loss as well. I want to give a shout-out. I want to say sorry for the Dakota's loss as well. I want to give a shout-out to, Dakota, all the people put this, league on, all our sponsors, Wanagoons, OG Gear, all those guys that help us out, and looking forward to continue the year.
All righty, buddy. Well, enjoy the win out here tonight. We'll see you next week at Dega.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You too. All right. Well, that was Blake out there here tonight. Again, a big shout out to Blake on the win. A big shout out to Kyle on third, Dakota second. We'll get down here to our, I would say, official results because I don't think there's going to really be much that they're going to have to do, if any at all, out here tonight. So, again, congratulations goes to our winner out here tonight, Blake Giglio. Awesome win for Blake. Dakota, coming in too tonight with a heavy heart and driving his tail off, grabbing a P2. Awesome job, Dakota. Kyle Heath, class of the field out here tonight. Just unfortunately there toward the end kind of bit him. Had to come down pit road, and he tried to come back through the field, and I think if there was a few more laps there, I think Kyle would have been able to do it. And he will grab a P3 out here tonight. Andrew Rattel 4th, Isaiah 5th, John 6th. Thoughts and prayers going out there with to John and I think it's John. Yeah, John and his family. John, we're thinking of you, buddy. They're in 6th. Zach Michaelis in 7th. Jason Heaney in 8th. Glenn Clark 9th. And Shea Tarleton 10th. Patrick Colby 11th. Eric Jensen 12th. Matthew Prentice 13th. Aiden Tatro 15th. And Chad Ashley did not start here tonight. But again, our winner here tonight, Blake Giglio at Darlington. I do believe Blake is going to be our regular season champion. So, congratulations, Blake, on that as well. And on the win out here tonight, we will be off until Saturday. We will be back with OP and round number 2 of their new season. That'll be at 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, right here on MaxspeedTV. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. Thank you all again for the thoughts and prayers. Please keep us in your thoughts and prayers. We do appreciate it. Until then, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.
Maxspeed TV, where we fly, racing fast and we're getting by, chatting up the waves, voice in sync, one more lap before